go. Show number 17 of Into the Cubieverse. We are live.
Hey everyone, the Cubieverse is a GPS-based game where you walk to get keys, use keys to open trivia vaults, answer trivia to earn rewards, and use those rewards to enhance your in-game experience or convert them to real-life rewards. Thanks for joining us tonight, and get ready as we take you into the Cubieverse. Lionheart, how about you introduce our guest tonight and give us a little bit about your week so far?
Hey everyone, thanks for having us back. It's great to be back in the saddle again. Trosties took the helm last week, fumbled a little bit, but he got through and it was a great show. So yeah, we have Channers on the show tonight. Yay, this is fantastic. So a lot of you might have had some interactions with Channers on Discord. Maybe you hung out last week in Scottsdale. So we'll let her talk in a little bit because we like to hear ourselves speak first, and I'll tell you about my week in the Cubieverse. So Tuesday, I actually caved and bought a Missy. I've been printing and printing and printing. I think I've done close to like 50 prints. I don't have homes for any of these cats, so I don't think it's responsible to do it anymore. So yeah, I bought the Missy. I think I paid 47,000 Cubie coins for it. Yeah, and then Wednesday had a buddy quest with Brizzle. She was great to work with, and penciled that in, I think, after kids' baseball game. And then had a sushi quest yesterday. That's easy, 100 XP, 100 Nigri. And apart from that, just been key saving, trying to hit 1,000 blues, but those greens keep tempting me on my way home from work. How about yourself, Magic Dragon? How was your week in Cubieverse?
It was a good week. 2 successful buddy quests, no issues with them, like done within an hour of contact. I'm now only 240 points shy of level 26, which was pretty good. And I still have a first-time epic print coming up. But I'm saving that because I kind of found a little bit of a Adventure Road hack. Well, I think it's a hack for me. The nights where you have to print, it asks you to print to jump up levels. If you equip your Cubie that you want to upgrade, as soon as you put your print in, it jumps you up those levels. But when you collect the level, your Cubie is when you get rewarded for on the nights where it says print a rare, print a common, print an epic. If you just pick it up later on, when that's the Adventure Road task, then you get to claim it without having to print another one.
Gotcha.
That's a good tip.
Get those daily tasks done a little bit easier.
So you're saying just print the Cubie and leave it in the shop until the print Cubie auction comes up another night, and then you just pick it up and get that air?
I print the Cubie, like to go enter it to the print shop the day it wants me to level up. Because those days, as soon as you put in a Cubie you hadn't printed before, it jumps you up a level or 2 levels, depending which, 4 levels if it's an epic print, and you're starting out with 0. But then I leave it in there until it wants me, the daily task says print a rare or print an epic. Then I pick it up that day, and that's when I get the daily task automatically complete.
Right. That's pretty cool.
It works.
Yeah, especially if you don't
pro
need
hunter move.
that epic for a little while. That's an excellent move, for sure.
Yeah. How about you, Atrocity?
Well, I'm going to say that I did not have any buddy quests because I turned off my buddy quest when we went to Scottsdale because the last thing we wanted was to get a buddy quest down there. And I've noticed that you don't get them on too quickly. Hopefully you guys are hearing me as well.
Yep.
Okay.
You're fine here. Hopefully Jack can hear you well.
Excellent. I'm not going to go into too much on the Scottsdale event. I think next week probably go into it in much more detail. I've got some video and of the gameplay and screenshots and whatnot that'd be cool to share. So I'm not going to go too much in on that. I did, however, get this cool shirt from being down there because Team Toronto won. So, hey, check it out.
That's actually the first time I've seen those shirts up close. I was wondering what you guys were talking about with the raccoons.
So
Wow.
kind of cool. So I think we're trying to push a raccoon for the Toronto blueprint. So that's cool. When we were in Scottsdale, there was a pizza shack that was just created, so I was able to get my first pizza quest done. So that was pretty cool. Um, Long way to go to get enough resources for a pizza, but the blueprint dropped the first time around, so always helpful. Um, and yeah, so got back and have been working on getting my. I did not follow your tip there in regards to printing the Epic because I wanted to get my Epic watermelon printed as fast as I could to get it leveled up. So it's the Scottsdale event. I got enough resources in the end for all three of them. So printed the Epic and I'm working on getting my watermelon to level 10 so I can throw it in a trade shack. So currently up to level 7. So um, it's been hard. So and that's what it at high level. How about you, Channers? What have you been doing in the Cubieverse?
It's been a long week, I will say. So I started off the week in Scottsdale, and then I came back to the Bay Area because I have real world work I had to do, and then left for Reno, and then Vegas, and then literally just got back yesterday evening.
Oh, wow.
So had to come back because I did have a buddy quest with Striker Y, who I actually know she's in the Bay Area with me. So came back, we got that done probably within an hour of me landing. So yay, 5 green
Yeah.
keys right there to make up
Yep.
for all the greens that I used on all these trips. So definitely it's been a busy time, but it's been game related and it's been amazing and awesome. So definitely also shout out to the Toronto Hunters who I hunted with in Scottsdale. It was so much fun, guys. It was great meeting and hunting with you. But yeah, this whole week seems very surreal. It's just a whole bunch of traveling, and now I'm ready to just kind of rest a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
How
yeah,
Only the
many
Toronto players.
new? Sorry, go ahead.
Was it only the Toronto players that were fun to hunt with?
Well, I mean, it was the Toronto Hunters were hunters that I didn't know before. They were some of the ones
Right.
I hadn't interacted with, but I will say, shout out to all the other players that I got to meet, right? Chaotic Kitten, Mr. Zag. I mean, I could name
Oh,
all the players, Islander, that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
nice.
So definitely it was fun, but I think Toronto Hunters, it would have been harder to hunt with them in another event. So
Oh,
it was a great chance for me to get to know
awesome.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about the Scottsdale event was we got to meet a lot of people that maybe you've seen the names on or chatting, but get to meet them in person. I talked to a bunch of people, some for a little bit, some for more than a little bit, and I wish I. And there's other people I didn't really get a good chance to talk to, but I wish I would have. And I'm sure you probably had a similar experience, but in this case, you're able to hang out with the Toronto people and get get to know a bunch of them. So that's cool because especially when you're when the next event's going to be there, I'm sure it's advantageous to go up and maybe do that again. How many new green or yellow vaults did you get on your trip, man? Because I see you are at the top of the Explorer board.
Well, I think that's partially for all time. It's because I went to London. So I think between London, the Hawaii Quest, the Coin Hunt World Fest, I think that's really what lifted me. But this time around, I mean, I was with Ad, so Ad definitely is going for, triple, like top of every leaderboard, I think, this month. So he definitely was hitting all of the cranes and yellow vaults and green vaults. So we definitely hit everything that we came across when we were driving. But definitely, I think in Scottsdale, I think I only hit 2. Um, I know there was more than 2 out there, but I think I only hit 2. And then in terms of, I think I only hit 1 yellow on this trip, the one at the Vegas sign. And then I think there's 7 greens in Vegas, so I hit all of those as well.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because when I went to Vegas on our way back as well, and I got all those for the first time too, so that was good. And they're quite actually easy to get, just straight down the strip. So that's a nice setup for everybody if anybody else goes to Vegas to get them. So you didn't get any in like or that other town in Nevada you guys went to? There's nothing in there, or like I thought there's some yellows
In Reno, there's
Reno.
they still have a crane,
Oh,
so
okay.
so we had to help fill that crane. But it's still not. If anyone is in the Reno area, please go help them fill it out.
What's it at right
Fill it
now?
up. What was that?
What's it at right now? How full did you guys get it?
I think it's at 60 now. Like 60,
Surprising
like
to hear that
64.
it wouldn't be completed being that close to Vegas. So,
Well, like when we went to Scottsdale, there was what 3 in that area. I only went to 2, and they were both at like 40% when we arrived. I think they got filled by the time we left, but they were not complete when we arrived. So,
mhm.
um, so there's certainly QB cranes out there to be filled, and if you're going for builder points and builder boards, it does make sense to go out and look around and see what sort of cranes are close to you to throw some resin in. Um, I don't think there's anything close to us here in southern Ontario, but seems like there's probably a bunch of states that need some. I'm not sure if the main one's done. Does anybody know? I know it was a huge effort
I don't know.
to get that one placed, but I don't know if it's suffering from the lack of resources being dumped into it at this point.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, not
hey,
getting any.
if you guys
Was it?
if we win the spin tonight, I was 100,000 resin. You could just easy come, easy go through in a cubic ring.
Right on. Yeah,
That's
that'll be
actually what
exciting.
I
Well,
did when we
Yeah,
spun the wheel with the Quintons or
yeah.
with at the restaurant in Scottsdale. If I got 100,000 resin drop, those all went into the cranes. So
oh,
Nice.
nice.
it came and then it went.
Paid
One
it
puck,
forward.
one puck, it's gone.
Oh, you only got it once because I was getting resin like far more than anything else, unfortunately.
I got it
So,
3 times and then peaches, a whole lot of peaches.
right. Awesome. That's one thing. Speaking of peaches and whatnot, that I've noticed in the auction house so far, the price of the apples and the peaches, they're going for around like the same price, like around 50,000 or so. Peaches require like twice the apple resources, and obviously peaches to go into them. And I'm thinking that like the price of those in the auction house seem like they're rather cheap at currently. And I think I don't know if, and those were the buy it now prices. I haven't really followed what the price of the actual auctions are going for, but it seems to me that the
Mm.
prices of both of those cuties are pretty cheap given the I'll say the rarity of the ability to get the apples and resources going forward, right? I think I expect they should go for more than what they currently are, but um, we shall see. I don't know what your thoughts are on in regards to this pricing and I don't know if you guys have tried to Magic Dragon or Lionheart, if you tried to buy an apple yet or what.
No, no, I've been staying out of the auction house. I just don't have any money left. I am so broke. I've spent myself to the street.
What about you,
What
Magic
about
Dragon?
yourself, Magic Thing?
No, I'm not looking at the resources yet I'm waiting for the Toronto City event. I might
Yeah.
try and stock up on some of those resources a little bit before. I think the apples and peaches are coming back, right? Is that the plan?
I
Yeah, I'm
don't
not.
I don't know.
I would think that everything would need to come back just because. So the apple is specific to Scottsdale, but both the peach and the watermelon are not. And but
Right.
both the peach and the watermelon require apples, so the
Yeah.
apples need to happen in order for
Right.
for people to be able to
Yeah.
print.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
I assume the
I
apples
might
will
look
come.
at purchasing some at some point. If you're saying the value of them is down right now, atrocities, maybe now would be the right time to go get some.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the printed Apple Cubie versus the Apple Resource or so. I just feel like you look at the market price of them, and given that it costs you 2,500 crystal keys to participate in the event, um, and how much effort you went into collecting all the apples and getting them, um, you know, 50,000 for the Apple Cubie seems fair, but at the same time, you would think that the peach should go for significantly more since it requires at least double the apples, right? Um,
Right.
and
Mhm.
you know, I don't think I'd be putting up a peach at this point myself, given that the price discrepancy. I'm better off printing the apples if people want them. But even then, I'm thinking apples are going to be hard to come by as a resource in the future. So, um,
Hmm.
but uh, who knows, right? So,
I mean,
Well,
but
I
it
guess
is.
either way, there's going to be a
Oh,
gap between when you could get apples. So like if Toronto's coming later in the year, this is the prime time to corner yourself in the market.
right, and the Apple Blueprint isn't returning, right? So, that's the other trick point. If I'm not clear, I haven't been clear on that. Right? It's not returning. Um, so I think there was there's around 50 people that participated in the event, so 50 Apple Blueprints out there. But the number of Apple raw materials is also kind of capped at this point, or will be capped quite soon. Um, so if people are selling them and they're going for like under the 50,000 point, I think that's a good deal. So,
Hmm. Gotcha. Have you noticed any of the Apple blueprints up for sale? Did anyone throw one in there? No one. Eh?
No.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't
interesting. I
think. I
wouldn't put
mean,
a buyout on that.
at this point, I don't think it would be wise for anyone with an Apple blueprint to throw one in,
Yeah.
right? Because this is a cornered market as of right now. Um, but people are throwing in their cubies into their trade shacks to get these drops. So, for example, like Tan Totoro got 1,000 apples from her. I think it was a
Oh,
level 3 watermelon trade shack.
nice.
So,
wow.
I mean, definitely resources are dropping already from these. So we'll just have to see what happens. I want to
Yeah.
see if fireflies actually really drop from these because those I think are going to be harder to come by unless you go to these events.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
Good
I
points.
don't.
Excellent points, everyone.
I don't think I've ever gotten an
Right
epic
on. Oh,
I don't think I've ever
did we
gotten
lose
an
your
epic
mic there,
resource.
Atrocities? I think we did.
I can't hear you.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Did you click your mute button, perhaps?
Hopefully not.
Or
How's that?
lose the power to your sparkly new headphones?
How's that? Is that better?
Yep, we've lost them. We've lost
All MVP
Atrocities again.
sold for 250,000.
Right on.
Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, well, I
So
guess if
this is the part
Atrocities.
of the show where Lionheart sings for us.
All right.
I'll do
Not
jazz
quite.
hands. He's singing. Ah,
Yeah. So yeah, why don't we haven't done the introduction, right? We just kept talking
yeah.
about Scottsdale. Channers, why don't you tell
If
us a
they can
bit
still
about
hear me,
yourself, like what you do? Because like myself, I don't really know. Like I see you in Discord, I see you engaging with people. So are you like a liaison, like a bridge between us and the developers, or like are you working for TTC? I'll let
Yeah,
you answer that question.
well, it also looks like people are saying that they can hear atrocities. I think it's just for some reason we can't hear him.
can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Can you
hey,
hear me
yeah,
now?
I can hear
Oh
you.
wait. Okay.
Yes, can hear
you're
you
back.
now.
One of
Yay.
Okay.
them one of them dropped, so I don't know if it did something hit the ground. But, all right.
Okay, crazy. Well, everyone in chat could hear you, and we couldn't in our chat. So,
Can't
all
read
right,
lips yet, so we need to hear you.
Got him in
right
front.
on.
But yeah, so I am one of the mods, but I feel like unlike all the other mods who have specific roles, right? So for example, Dumplings is more of the socials, HC Mutiny, right, handles the Discord, Bearded Ant Hunter handles uh the El Salvador Discord. We have ROIC who handles the UK Discord. So I just kind of go wherever.
Hmm.
But I guess my real thing right now is and has always been even before I was a mod meetups. So that's kind of what I do. And we have a meetup coming up in probably Seattle, Washington. It's in Washington, just not sure what city. On June 29th. So that's kind of what my role is right now. Is for now I'm kind of just in Discord helping more in beginner chat, interacting with beginners. Not everyone is a beginner in that, but with the beginners, the people who are new, those are probably the people I interact with more. And then a lot of hunters tend to DM me, so just answering their questions through DMs just because they don't want to ask it in chat, which is completely fine. I don't mind. Um, but yeah, it's basically I am just here to help in whatever way I can. Obviously, very supportive of the game, and so that's why I'm here.
Right on. That's pretty cool. Cool. Well, yeah, you're saying some hunters hang out in the beginner chat. I think I see Minnow in there sometimes, and he actually needs all the help he gets.
So
I think the two chats he can't defend himself.
I just recently unlocked the Hunters Hangout in Discord,
Nice.
and then my beginner chat seems to have gone away. Is that normal, or is that
Yes.
it is normal? Okay.
Oh, okay.
It is normal. One of the reasons why we did it is just so that way, because we got quite a few comments about how hunters, like new hunters, really wanted to ask questions, but sometimes felt uncomfortable doing so when there was just a lot of chatter from other people who seem to really know the game in beginner chat. And so that's why that was one of the reasons. There's other reasons, but that was probably the main reason why we wanted to really focus on people who were just joining the game and really wanted to chat with us and ask questions in kind of like a lower I don't want to say stress setting, but like where they felt like other people wanted to ask the same questions, and so they felt like it was um, uh, easier to do so, right? In a place where they didn't feel like, right? It's like when you're in school and there's like you're the one person who wants to ask a question and everyone else is like asking questions and you feel like, oh, my question is like insignificant or like
Right.
now people are gonna laugh at me because how come I don't
Mhm.
know like that I can build my trade shacks on like any tag, right? Like things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Well,
that's
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 that's one of the
actually
reasons why it was split.
that makes a lot
yeah,
of sense.
that's actually why like we started the show. We just want to help a lot of people. And it's like going to the gym, right? You see all these other people that are buff and athletic and you're like, "Oh, what are they going to think about me?" And the reality is like We're not. We want to help you. We want to share our advice, right? So we want you to get to where we are. So really, all anyone new and old playing the game, just ask the questions. Don't be shy. But if you do need to DM one of us, absolutely, all four of us here tonight, you can DM any one of us, and we'll absolutely help you.
For sure. So I got another question here. Um, your icon is like a looks like McDonald's fries. What is the connection between Channers and your name and McDonald's fries?
So so my some of you already know this, but my in-game name came because one of my best friends, that's just what he called me, Channers. And so when I was trying to figure out my in-game name, I had no clue. Which I think most of us do, right? It's like, what is your name? And you're like, let me just put something down, right?
Yeah.
So this one I was like, okay, Channers. It doesn't give away anything about, you know, me, I guess, except for maybe my last name. But and I'll actually respond to it too, which was important, right? I don't want someone like yelling my name and I'm like not paying attention to them, mod or not. I want to be responsive. So that's where the name came from, and then the Cubie came because I was so when I was new. So I started in April of what now? 2022, I think. I think.
What
I'm
was
not
like?
quite sure now.
What was the first QB you
Sorry,
call?
I started February 15th, 2022. And
What was the
so
first
I was
event you
starting to just
recall?
get to know what was that?
What was the first event that you recall, like starting out the
Hawaii
game?
event with the turtle.
Hawaii. Yeah.
Why even a turtle? Okay, that helps us
I
So
place.
think
so
that was 2022.
Yeah.
I
Is it
think it's yeah.
and wait,
22 or because it was
back up
right.
a
It was
second.
my COVID. It was my COVID QB, which I will never sell because I worked way too hard to get that one. Um, but yeah, so I was new to the game. I got onto Discord because that's where everything happens, right? Is on Discord. Gone to Discord, started interacting with some of the more OG hunters, like Baby Tooth. And then I was like, wow, Baby Tooth, your QB is so cool, right? Because he has a shark and it was holding a glass that had little like ice cube cubies in it. And I was like, where did you get that? And he's like, oh, go talk to Kevo Strings. And so I outreached to Kevo, um, and I was just like, "Oh, can you make one for me? I think this is going to be really cool." And he said, "Yeah, yeah. What do you want?" And at first, I thought, "Okay, well, my favorite Pokemon is Cubone, so maybe like a Cubone QB." But then I was like, "Is this going to violate trademark like infringement?" So backed away from that. I mean, he said it's fine, like it'll be cool, and I can't remember which hunter would really like it if I had done it, but so then I was like, "Oh, just make me like some QB that has like a C on it. Like it can just be super easy." And he's like, "Channers, you can do way better than that." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know, like how about French fries? I love French fries. Can we make a French fry QB?" And he said, "Yeah, now what do you want it to like? Do you want it holding ketchup? Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can hold like ketchup packets with like little cubies." Because I'm thinking, right, like Baby Tooth's like little cup of ice, QB ice.
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, can I have like little like ketchup packets that also have like little QB faces on it? And that's how, right, that's how my QB came to be. French fries with, holding ketchup packets that have little tomato QBs on it. And basically it's just because Kevo told me that I needed to do better. So that's why the French fries came to be.
That's pretty
Huh?
cool. Yeah,
That's always
Kevo's
cool.
a pretty cool guy. So anybody wants a custom QB, definitely reach out to him. And there always seems to be a story behind any of his artwork that he does, and he really gets involved with you, like you're saying, like pushing you to really give him something about yourself. And I think he nailed it. Like it's an awesome custom QB.
Yeah, for sure. No, it looks pretty cool. Definitely, it's I said we you're easily identifiable. It's just obviously I was curious to know the what's the connection. So that's uh that's cool. So, and it's
Hmm.
great that there's so many people in the community able, willing to do stuff like that for other players and help build stuff out and whatnot. So that's
Hmm.
that is awesome. So then, how long were you playing the game before you became a mod?
Um, I mean, I haven't actually been a mod for that long. I think
No,
people forget that. I think maybe I was onboarded in August of last year. So, I mean, actually, I guess it has been some time, but it hasn't even been a full year yet. So,
right.
Right.
And like personally, I got Discord because of the game to connect for buddy quests and stuff like that, and I will use probably our local Discord far more than I use the main Discord. So I'm not even necessarily aware of all the stuff that's going on or whatnot or the whole thing. So I don't know. And I think that's pretty much the same for the rest of you guys. Or I don't know if you use it more. Anybody else uses more Discord than that. So
Mostly for local group for me right now. I'm still trying to get my feel around in the place, and I'll participate more once I get comfortable. I'm a
yeah,
strong silent type, just stay in the background, listen to you guys, and soak up everything I can. I really appreciate all the info all of you share.
Hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, Discord is a great go-to source. It's actually like I head there before I go to the wiki because I just want to engage with people and talk to people. But it's not a place that I'm in all the time. So like if you really want to get a hold of me, DM me. I'm not hanging out in there. I got a wee little lion heart and work quite a bit. So yeah, but it's awesome that you guys do keep the conversation going. I leave the notifications on my phone up, and every now and then I just get random stuff that people are talking about, and it's great to just click on it and creep from the corner.
awesome. All right.
Sorry.
So
Trying to head that off. I couldn't. Sorry.
all good.
Get my
Um, I know we initially thought Dumplings was going to be here as well, but I assume Dumplings is a she, but I assume she couldn't make it.
dumplings
But
is a she.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
there
I
you
can
go.
confirm that.
I
Yes.
just I don't want to make any assumptions these days, right? So, um,
Yeah,
but you
but I
guys
guess it's
reached it.
much harder
Yeah, you
like
guys
when
reached
you're
out.
just in the gaming community, right? So,
Yes. Yeah. Well, exactly. Um.
Well, it's also because no one's seen dumplings, right? Well,
Yeah.
oh,
maybe people have seen dumplings, but dumplings has never been on social. She is the social media mod, but
yeah.
we've
So
never seen
man,
her face. I have never seen her face in real life.
like the wizard behind the curtain. So yeah, did the old bait, said maybe I'll come on the show tonight, and I was like, ah, no, here's Tanner's.
So the double reveal had she made it to the show tonight.
Yeah. Or maybe she
Yeah.
saw the
She
bell
wanted
once.
to be here. I will say she
Okay.
did want to be here, but conflicting real world
Okay.
things
Of
And you
course,
know
of
sometimes
what?
course.
keep
We're
us.
happy to have you, but don't want to
Yeah,
send the wrong message either. We're very
No,
yeah.
happy to
no,
have you on the show tonight.
Now that you dropped
Yeah.
the bomb that no one's seen her before, it's like, like how
It's
about you
just a
both show
mystery.
up? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
maybe
pokeroo
next
ratio
time.
says.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Canadian television. I think it's Canadian or is it Australian? I can't remember. Pokeroo. Oh
on
boy, that's
well,
um
on Sesame Street, there's Snuffleupagus. That's also a
Yeah.
thing, right? No, only Big Bird ever saw Snuffleupagus, I think it was. So,
Yep.
anyways, uh, where I guess I was going with that is you guys reached out to us what 3 weeks or so now to
hmm
talk about doing this draw, which got us really excited because that was the same
Yeah.
week. Shizen reached out to us and said, "Hey, can we do this logo for you?" Which we thought was great. So it was a really exciting week for us. Saying, "Hey, we're at some traction. You guys want to come on the show?" And It was like, okay, we know we're going to spin a wheel, but we didn't know really what the wheel was going to spin or what the prizes were going to be or what we're going to do um, until you guys kind of announced it last week. So that was that's been kind of cool that you reached out. So thank you very much. So um, I think it's about time then that we make the wheel spin. So as I recall, what was it? The contest was tweeted out, and you had to equip a cubie, any one of the basic colored cubies: red, yellow, green, blue, purple, white. And what was the reward?
Yeah, what was the reward,
It
Channers?
was 100,000. I just threw it up on screen here. It's 100,000 for the winner and 25,000 to participate. And you had to have had it equipped for the snapshot taken on May 24th reset, which I think was Thursday. Um, and I had just gotten back in time that day to do it. So I remembered that, but yeah. So I ended up, so we're excited about this. I ended up picking uh, the white Cubie, since that was the last one I had. That was the hardest one to get for the longest time. So that's why I went with white. I don't know what else you guys went or had.
I went with
Um,
purple.
Purple,
yeah, purple here.
two purples,
I
I
did
heard
yellow.
purple quite a bit.
and we got a yellow.
Yellow, nice.
Okay.
Fries, come on, yellow fries.
Yeah, right, of course.
Yellow fries, gotcha.
They have purple potatoes.
I don't know if I'd want to eat that.
All right. Well, Atrocity's just bringing up the wheel spin that everyone's anticipating.
Hey,
Aha, look at that. And,
I'm just watching on YouTube here. We still got the um, picture up over whatever you're doing there.
okay, this looks like this is going well. Hey, look at this.
Yeah,
And
just one sec, Atrocities. You still got the Cubie Battle picture up there. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There is the wheel.
Sweet. Yeah.
there's the wheel. So just everybody want to validate, make sure we got all the proper cubies on there, all the colors, not missing anybody.
And reality is, we're actually watching this with you on YouTube because we don't see it in our meeting
Are
at
you
all.
not seeing it?
So
I thought I threw it up on the meeting.
we actually can't see it in the meeting, Atrocities. It just says watch stream, but that's okay. Maybe you don't react and we react with the audience. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be cool because we do have a bit of a delay going from our meeting to YouTube. So it'll be nice actually participating with you guys live.
Right.
Okay. So here we go.
So we're going to trust these, don't give it away.
Do you see that?
No, it says stream is still running, unfortunately.
How's that?
We just
Same
got the
message.
delay still. Yeah. But remember, we got the delay, so can't see anything right now, unfortunately. When you have just all of our video up at once, it shows the wheel spin. But yes, whatever you click there. Oh, well, it popped up with the winner. Maybe do we want to redo this because we didn't see the wheel spin and everyone will think this is kind of fake?
Okay, well, we don't want to have it whatever. So
Okay.
let's.
Can you? Yes. I wish
You
I
know
could show
what?
you this here.
Okay.
Your stream is still running.
All right. All right. Let me kill that.
Unless you can just turn your video around to watch as you click it on your computer. I don't know why it's not showing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking for respin.
Yeah, we
Yes,
will
respin is
respin.
going to happen.
Okay.
Hold
Everybody's
on.
voted
This is our
respin.
first
Okay.
time.
That's fine. Okay,
No
I'm
rioting, Hoth.
going to.
Don't start
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God, everyone. We're trying here. We're trying to figure
Okay.
this out.
All right.
When you actually see the
I
wheel
was trying
spin.
to do something. Okay. I was trying to do it so you guys could see it, but since you, whatever. Okay.
It's up on the main screen now.
All
Yep.
right. Okay. Okay. Here. Here's what
Now
else
it
I'm going to do.
disappeared.
Okay. You can customize the amount of time the spin takes. Do you guys want to give me a time? How long should the spin take?
Okay, that's up there now.
Give me duration. Throw in numbers.
What's that, sorry?
Just click spinning.
Yeah, just
16
click
seconds.
spin.
I'm going to change it 16 seconds. I'm playing. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go
Here we
for
go.
it.
Wait, no watch. Still got the delay here on.
Three.
No, Manel, we don't want it to go for 90 seconds. We'll just be sitting here watching it spin and spin and spin and spin.
And then like the anxiety of like everyone wanting an answer.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay,
Yes.
here we
Spinning,
go. Here we go.
spinning.
Okay, it's not rigged. It's not rigged, we swear.
Oh, oh,
And
oh,
uh, and we got white.
again.
We got white. Oh, everyone's
Okay.
gonna
We
swear
have
it's
white.
rigged now.
We have white.
All right,
Rigged.
can you just spin it again to show it's not rigged? If it does white again, then we got a problem. But just spin it again to prove that white won randomly twice in a row. Let's do another wheel spin here.
I thought it was going to end at green. I really thought it was going to end at green. That was really close.
Yeah.
Okay. See, there you go. All right.
I wonder if
Okay.
the timer had something to do with it landing on the white, but okay, so people know it's not rigged. White
Right.
just won twice in a row. It's just like getting the same question twice in a row in the Cubieverse when you
Yeah.
click automotive. And what does a muffler do to the sound of a vehicle?
Right.
So, all right, white was the winner, guys.
White was a
Red was
winner.
just to show it wasn't rigged. White winner. White winner. I didn't even win. I picked purple, so nothing's
Yeah,
rigged here, guys.
I picked yellow.
Thank
And
you
this
for patience.
this
We'll
app
try
was
better next time.
this was on wheelofnames.com. So if anyone wants to go to wheelofnames.com, they can see it.
Yeah,
There's no way to uh, rig it per
that's
se.
wheelofnames.com. Just put that into the chat. So if anyone wants to read their code.
Wheel of names. No
Who wants
options.
to dissect this just to make sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. You know,
there
I
we
gotta
go.
say
That's what we're doing. It's not a best 3 out of 5 ratio.
that's
We're not playing dice.
it's only difference of 75,000 rand. So, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Everyone who put on a color Cubie was a winner. It's
Everybody's a
just,
Yeah.
again,
Yes.
how much did you win? And if you apparently put on a white Cubie, then you won more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I gotta say that's a lot of pressure doing that. I don't know if I want to do that again. So next time,
Well,
next time
thank
somebody
you
else
for
will
doing it.
pull this, do the
Yes, thank
spinning
you for
stuff.
putting that wheel together.
So
Don't
Now you've
listen to
done
the
it once.
hecklers.
right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So all
So,
right.
well, thank you guys,
So we
everyone, for coming out for this. It's awesome. I had a lot of fun. This
Yeah,
is great.
it was fun.
yeah.
Definitely.
It was
So
a good
then
show.
Channers, you'll report the white is the winner back, and then what's
Yep.
the distribution timeline in regards to when people should expect to see
I mean,
something in the
my
inbox?
guess would be a couple days,
Couple
just
days.
Right.
because we'll see. Yeah, because I will probably report this back to Dumplings and have her report it. So
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Next week I want to do a deeper dive in regards to the Scottsdale event. When I was there,
Okay.
Illusion Weaver said if I reached out to him, he might be able to get us some loot codes for that show.
Ooh.
So I will follow up and get that. So next show, we'll probably try and give those out live or however else we'll do it once we get a confirmation on what we got. So maybe we'll do a random, not a random, but a hidden word drop, number drop on that again. We'll see because that was fun last time for sure. Last thing I wanted to cover, actually, there's two things I want to go quick. The summer Cubie uh, is back on sale in the shop. I did not know that
Great.
because I
Oh,
didn't see the tweet or whatever. I already have the blueprint, so it's no big deal. But it's on the shop for, was it 25,000 Cubie coins? So if you haven't got
2,500,
it,
wasn't it?
pardon?
Did you say 25,000?
Yeah, 25,000 Cubie coins.
Okay.
So um, I think it originally went on sale, was it two yellows at the time? Um, Back before. So 25, so we kind of know what the ratio is here. But if you haven't got it, it's out there to get in the shop. So uh, I just noticed that today. I would have missed knowing that that was even out there. So um, if you haven't got it, I definitely recommend getting it because it's a good QB. I like that one. Um,
Yeah.
and then the guessing they threw out the that
Oh,
one tweet
yeah.
in regards to um, the
The
seal
Brewing
had got the secret
team.
information, but it was all blurry. And Connors, if you're privy to some of this information, then feel free not to say a damn word about it. Um, but I thought maybe we could do a bit of speculation in conjunction with the chat on this, what it might be. Because I'm looking here and there's a cash register in the bottom. I don't think I've seen a cash register in there before in any of the games, so I think that's kind of new. Might be a new strain in the shop, um, possibly. It looks like um, the those little blue dots at the bottom to me look like they're supposed to be crystal keys. So probably stuff being sold for crystal keys. And one thing I noticed when I was looking in the shop was the background for like the colors, whereby I think like the one that looks like red or pink, that has been used before um, on like the pizza shop and the sushi shop and stuff of that nature. Um,
Right.
and then one of the other colors was used, but then these other colors don't seem to be backgrounds for anything in the shop at this point. So I don't know if if it's the first time they've got stuff coming in on those. Because like the yellow background is used for like cubies and basic structures. But I haven't seen, but they've got decor, which is coming soon. Um, so it could be one of these other four could be a decor. As I said, the premium ones, which are the sushi, the green review, the pizzeria got the pink background. But then likewise, there's no iconic stuff. So I'm thinking this is that, but what these other things are, I don't know. I feel like the blueprints though.
Yeah.
What are your
I'm
thoughts?
thinking it's Tim Hortons consumables or coffee
Yeah,
shop consumables.
I think
Um,
so as well.
There's dropping a
Especially,
hint of something brewing,
yeah,
and they just we use kind of used now to those new white Tim Hortons lids where they used to be the flatter
yeah,
brown ones. So
yeah. Like if you kind of zoom out on it, take your picture head back, it
yeah,
looks a
yeah,
bit like, yeah, Tim Hortons cup, and we do have consumables coming up at the coffee shop, so
yeah.
I'm hoping.
That's what I'm hoping.
I tried to like squeeze it down so that you get rid of the pixelization, and unfortunately, it doesn't. The only thing it does is it makes the catch register look a little bit better. So, but anyways, seems Channers is not saying anything, so clearly she knows, and she's probably laughing at her guessing here.
Yeah, we just zoom in real. Yeah, coffee cup
I
there.
again, the mod
Yeah,
team sent out sent out our sneaky seal QB, and
all right.
this is what we got. So we are not
Yeah,
quite sure what exactly we're even seeing, but we wanted to share it with all of you because for this reason, right? We want to
right.
speculate on what the
Yep.
heck this is because now we have something. Now, what is
Yeah,
it? And is it something? Is it going to be? I mean, I think we've all, I know Nilak and I, like, we've been talking about this forever. Like, Starbucks, we need to get our coffee
Yeah.
shop because we're already
Yep.
spending money there. So if we actually get, right, like that export there, we're actually going, because there's only so much pizza I can eat. I'm sorry. There's only so much sushi I can eat. But going to
Coffee.
Starbucks, I could do that
Oh
every
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
all
Yep.
right. Yeah, I guess they could. You're looking at this here, and they could be different, different coffee cups, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I figured something just to tide us over because they said Timmy's and coffee shops were probably
Yeah.
coming at the next Hunter's Lodge. So I think this was just to keep us interested and keep us talking about it like we are now. So it's
Yeah. Way
working.
off what we're talking about so far. It does also kind
Anyways,
of look like Cubie construction QBs,
Yeah.
new ones, but I don't
The
think that's what it is. But
park structures or
lots of
something.
speculate about it. Yeah.
I know Guinea Pig Fund is eagerly waiting a water fountain. I know she wants one so bad. I'd love to see some of those park structures come actually, because right now we really only have green user vaults, right, for park
Right.
structures.
yeah,
So
But we also have that zodiac, that bright constellation fountain or whatever that's supposed to come, and who knows what that's going
Yep.
to do, what that's going to look
yeah,
like, when
Oh
we're
I
going to
yeah.
know.
see it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things in the works. But this is all that our sneaky seal could get was this. So
Hmm.
maybe we'll send it out again. Maybe it'll actually get
That'd be a
us
good
a better
idea.
photo next time.
ooh, that'd
We'll
be
see.
nice. Awesome. All right,
Well,
so I think that's all we kind of got. Was there anything, comments or whatnot that you guys saw that we want to address that came up before we end?
I'll just hit the chat here.
I know there's some good comments. One or two good comments earlier. Some people had some good thoughts. I think someone said that they saw a watermelon blueprint go for 250,000.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm.
so which I would think would be kind of cheap. I bet you someone's might be regretting that in the future, but
Yeah.
I think someone
Yeah.
might have got a good deal buying that, but I don't know.
Right on. Yeah, we don't have anything really flying in. I think people were asking questions as they go. This was a great show tonight. Lots of energy. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming out for the wheel spin, everyone. Lots of great feedback on some of our new tech setup tonight. I know Trosties, we did have one person say it was affecting their OCD. That I don't know if you can see this in YouTube, where on the desktop the video is very horizontal, and then myself and Magic Dragon are on mobile, and it seems to be more of a vertical split. So if we
Oh, you
can
guys just need
work
to
on,
change your phone.
um, oh, okay,
Change the angle
just
of the phone.
flip it over.
Does
Give it
that
a
work?
second. Give it a second.
I'll have to,
It'll.
No.
Okay.
I'll give the delay here. If
It's
that's
gonna
all it
delay.
is, that's an easy fix.
No. Okay.
No,
No.
All right.
okay. All right, so all right,
Okay.
we'll
I
figure.
don't know if that did help or made their OCD worse on
No,
that one.
probably the OCD worse. So yeah, we'll figure that out for next show. Even if I just got to go out and get a little camera, crystal eye or something. So, but hey, we got audio. We could hear everyone this show, except
Yes.
for my little blurb there where I couldn't hear you guys in Discord. But yeah, it was great. And thanks for coming out, Channers.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having me and letting me experience that crazy wheel spin multiple times.
The
Come back.
show is always crazy.
Come back. Come back anytime and bring us more resin to give away or apples.
Or
I
come back
mean,
even without your.
the hope is that we're going right. Resin trees are coming, right? I think that
Yeah.
is everyone's hope. So I think, maybe people are waiting until people are hurting for resin, and then all of a sudden resin trees will pop out when we least expect it, and we'll all be super happy.
Yeah.
But I guess, right, let's wait and see what
Yep.
happens.
Yeah, kind of like what they did with the chromatic paint in blue user vaults. When everyone's hurting for chromatic paint, suddenly it's available all over the place now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do listen. I mean,
Yeah.
right? Like IW is here listening, the devs are
Yeah.
listening, everyone is listening. It's just what they can get done and
Yeah.
done correctly, right? So
Yeah, of
And you
course.
know what? They're very responsive. Like some of the changes we see come into the game are awesome. Here in Cuckoo Puffs talk about possibly doing WrestleMania because there was a lot of chatter about that. So it's actually a really cool community and involvement from the developers, and I love being a part of it. You know, reality is I work, I sleep, I eat, and I do Cubieverse, and I do this podcast because, you know, it is such a cool part of my life. I like being a part of this community. You know, you guys are my online friends, my gaming friends. I don't play Call of Duty or anything else. So to have people like Illusion Weaver and Cuckoo Puffs that actually do care about our interaction in the game, it's pretty cool. You don't get that with too many other games. So
Yeah, for sure.
True.
And I always say, it's a lot harder to create than it is to destroy stuff. The build, you get that, and they're building something here, and you can very easily rip something down or attack or say, "Oh, this is bad, this is wrong," or whatnot. You can be much easier to be a critic than it actually is to take and grow it.
Yeah,
And they're trying to do
it
something here
is.
that hasn't been done before. I think all of us appreciate and see what it is, and it's never going to be 100% perfect when they when whenever they try things. They'll always need to tweak and modify, and they're showing that they will take the feedback and make those changes, and you know always a
well,
step in
you
the
know
right
what?
direction.
When we can hammer out a perfect show, then I'll expect them to hammer out a perfect game.
It's going to be a hell of a lot easier for us to hammer out a perfect show, I will say. So,
It's
Oh, I
never
don't
gonna
know.
right. So,
happen.
but
Okay,
yeah,
Awesome.
is that a show then, guys and
seems
lady?
like it. Seems like that's it. So, thanks again. Have a great time in the Cubieverse. Obviously, please like, subscribe, comment below, and everything else related to the YouTube algorithm. Um, that's it for me.
Cool. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
the computer.
everyone.